Hi, I'm Steve Hoyle, the author of Real Account Planning, and in this short video tutorial we'll just go into a little bit more detail around strategy and tactics. So, having done a good job of analysing exactly the state of the relationship today through our situation analysis, having decided where we want to go with our goals and objectives, now all we have to do is decide how we're going to get there. And that's the job of strategy and the job of tactics. Now, all the academics disagree over the precise meaning of the word strategy. For our purposes, if we talk about the broad approach that we're going to adopt, the road that we're going to drive down to achieving our goals and objectives. And the reason we do this is to give ourselves choice. We can look at, should we go down this route or go down that route. Once we get to tactics, which are actions, we're going to have hundreds of them, and sometimes it's difficult to see the wood for the trees or to give yourself choice. But with strategy, because we're looking at a high level around the approaches we can adopt, we can debate, we can have vigorous debate, and we can have choice. So are we going to go in with a high level business-led proposition, or is it a technical proposition delivered tactically? Do we want to try and look at one application and replicate it across the whole of the customer base? Or do we want to go with focusing on just one particular department or one division or one geography? Do we work with this partner or that partner? Do we focus on this technology or that technology? This is the subject of the vigorous debate and the creativity, which is often at the heart of really effective account planning. But once we've defined and got a good idea of what those broad approaches should be, we need to translate that into executable actions. And that's the job of tactics. So a tactic is an action, it has an owner, it has a timescale against it, it may have a budget against it, it may have an outcome against it. But this is where, as the Americans say, this is where the rubber hits the road. This is where we make a real difference. And all of our planning will come to naught if we don't have good executable actions, things that can go straight onto somebody's to-do list to make sure that we actually start making a difference in these account relationships. So I hope this short video tutorial has been useful. There's one more in the series which looks at summarising the whole of the GHOST process. You can get that by going back to the YouTube channel or through realaccountplanning.com, where there's also other resources that might be useful.